Why did he appear to change after 5 or 10 weeks? Why do men appear to be different after getting to know us for only 5 or 10 months? Sister, where are you being misled? That's what I want to talk to you about today. It appears that you are under the misperception that after you get to know a man for, I say 5 or 10 weeks, sometimes several months, that he tricks you and he becomes someone other than the man that you met on day one. Well, I'm here to tell you today, my dear wonderful sister, that he did not trick you after 5 or 10 months. He tricked you in the first 5 or 10 minutes of his conversation with you on the day that you met him. Yes, sister, you're being misled from the very beginning, and here's how. The day that you met him, he simply stated, "Tell me a little bit about yourself." And since you were so eager and so anxious to impress him with how smart you are and how wonderful you are, he calculated what type of man you told him that you were looking for, the type of man that you were interested in meeting, and then he morphed into that man in which you described to him. You told him how to deceive you. And after several weeks or several months, after he gets what he wants from you, then he morphs back into the man that he was the day before he met you. Welcome to Hashtag Relationships, where today we will discuss, we will break the ice on, sister, where you are making your first mistake. And then part two of this presentation, I would like for you guys to stick around because I want to go over where you're making your worst mistake when you meet a man for the first time, my dear sister. Number one, first off, let me say this. Sister, we've been talking about understanding the difference between the wrong man and the right man. I called him God-fearing man A and God-fearing man B. And I told you that God-fearing man A is like Adam. He's not ready and he's not going to provide you with adequate protection. He will fail you at every turn, even though he may describe himself as a God-fearing man. So I'm just going to say the wrong man, sister. If you listen, he's going to want something from you. Whereas the right man, if you listen, he wants something for you. Second of all, sister, you need to stop providing answers to all of his questions on the front end. Stop talking about what kind of man that you want. Stop talking about what was lacking in your last relationship, because you are placing yourself at a huge disadvantage. The man on the other side of the table is calculating. He is taking that information and he is going to morph into the man that you told him that you wanted to meet. And when he's done with you, he will return back to who he was before he met you. You say he changed. I'm saying he didn't. He changed back. Now, thirdly, sister, you need to become a more active listener. You need to pay closer attention in the beginning so that you don't waste your time trying to determine whether or not he practices what he preaches. No, the wrong man will get you to believe that someday he will be able to practice what he preaches. I want you to listen in such a way that you can determine that he is preaching what he already practices. It's a difference, my dear sister. What should you be listening for? You should listen for his intentions for you. This is the first thing that you need to pay attention to. Inherently, sister, you want to feel secure. You want to feel protected by your man. This is not a secret. 100% of the women that I've ever talked to, in their top 3 things that they want from a man, they want protection. They want to feel secure. This is not a secret. So the right man inherently desires to provide you with proper protection. And I say proper protection because the wrong man will provide you with improper protection, because the wrong man is insecure and he knows that he can't protect you, and so he will try to control you. You must learn the difference. Eve made her mistake the same place where you make your mistake when you meet a man. If you think about what happened in Genesis 3, verse 1, Eve was asked one question and she couldn't stop running her mouth from that point, and it placed her at a disadvantage. And so she explained how she could be deceived while she was in the midst of the garden. When a man approaches you, sister, you don't go off answering all of his questions. If you respond at all, your response should be in the form of a question. Thus, the right man, when you ask the right questions, you will hear what his intentions are, and they should be, first of all, to allow you time to feel safe. His inherent desire is to protect you. And so the tradition that we've adopted over the years is that the young man who meets the daughter would go to the father and ask permission of the daughter's father to marry the daughter or to spend time with the daughter. And then the father would ask all of the questions. And the father is not concerned with how much money the man can spend on his daughter or how much this man says he loves his daughter. No, the father's only concerned with one thing and one thing only. He's concerned with his daughter's safety. He is only concerned with whether or not this young man can provide adequate protection to his pride and joy. Guys, I am only here to help because I want for you what I want for myself. I am looking forward to sharing your worst mistake in part 2, sister. But right now, I just want you to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to live a life of longevity and one of fulfillment. But above and beyond all these things combined, I wish upon you many, many blessings. I am looking forward to your response. And as always, my name is Jay Jackson.